Sudeep, Sip Atmatray, Sip Bridget, Sip Gaurish, Sip Komal, Sip Ashok Michani, Sip Kavita, Sip Dasi, and the rest of you whom I cannot see. Welcome to the call. There are many of you who are still joining the call, and I welcome you all to the call. And today's topic, I hope we have a good call. Sudeep, can you hear me? Audio, video clear? Sudeep, can you hear me? Audio, video?
Yes, sir. We can hear and see.
Perfect, sir. All is good.
Okay, I can't.
No, your screen. No.
The message for today.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm not very. My signal is not so great, so I'm just.
Interrupting. No sound.
Can one be truly happy without life pleasures? The whole world is looking for pleasures. Correct? Am I frozen?
No, it's okay, sir. Perfect.
Okay. I was just trying to switch to a better network, but I'm not getting the right signal. Whether it is.
No.
Let's hope that we have a good signal. So
Okay, now.
Huh?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So the question today is, can one be truly happy without life pleasures? Who would like to answer? We have a signal issue, I think. Huh? Yes, Amitash?
Sure, Master, I'm audible to you.
Yeah, okay, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes, Master, one can be truly happy without life's pleasure because as you have earlier, hello, I'm audible.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, one can be truly happy without life's pleasures because you like as it is said, the difference between yogi and bhogi is the bhogi cannot be happy without what he wants. If he wants, he wants. Otherwise, he'll be unhappy. Whereas a yogi, if he gets, he's happy. If he doesn't get, then also he's happy. So this is on that I'm saying.
Okay. So you are saying we can be happy without life pleasures because the world doesn't believe it. The world believes that we need life pleasures to be happy. Life is all about pleasure. If there's no pleasure, there's no life. So this is what the world believes. Amitash, you don't believe? Let me ask Ashok Nichani. Ashok Nichani, can we be happy without life pleasures?
Shivam Sarji,
Shivoham.
we can be happy without life pleasures because life pleasures are only temporary. And
Okay.
when we are in Satchit Anand, we don't need them at all.
So what is the problem? Why don't we have life pleasures? Tell me, what is the difficulty?
They are
Why can't?
all temporary, Sarji. They're all desires.
So even if we have temporary desires, what is the problem? Why not enjoy?
No, but why shouldn't we go in for permanent Satchit Anand?
So you are saying you prefer a permanent happiness than to have temporary pleasure. This is what you are saying.
Yes, Sarji.
Okay, who else would like to go? Can we be truly happy? We're using the word truly, not just happy. Can we be truly happy without life pleasures?
May I, Guruji?
हाँ जी, रूमाता जी बताइए.
Guruji, pranam. Guruji, because materialistic pleasures are short-lived. They are transitory. And they take us to bhoga side, to materialistic world. But if we want true pleasure, then we must go for, and one who is on the spiritual path, don't care. He lives as a soul. He is not affected by these materialistic pleasures.
But what is the problem, Rumataji? If we have life pleasure, is there a problem?
Yes.
क्या
That
problem है?
first and materialistic world only.
हाँ, but I'm asking, we are trying to understand, is there a problem in having these life pleasures? What is the real problem?
Real problem is we have to achieve enlightenment, not temporary pleasures. We
Forget
want
about it. Why should we have enlightenment? Why can't we cow, pio, geo? Why can't we just have truly, why can't we have pleasures and enjoy life? Why not?
it is one's choice.
Okay. So do you so what why should I'm asking you, somebody's asking the question, why should I choose this nonsense enlightenment? Why can't I just have great fun in life? Why can't we enjoy life? What is the problem?
It is personal opinion, Guruji.
Okay. So who else would like?
To accept against the wishes.
Okay, but personal opinion may not be a good answer, because personal opinion, then somebody will give any personal opinion. You can't go by. We want to get the right answer. We don't want personal opinion. We want the right answer. So let us see what the right answer comes. Let's see. We'll get there. Sudeep Bhargava, you want to come back again?
Yeah, Shivam sir.
Yes, Sudeep.
Sir, I'll take an example of a thin wire, a wire that we have, and we have to break it. So what we do it, we twist it like this. We move it like up and down like this. And wherever it is getting bent again and again, it breaks from there.
Yeah.
Now that is a problem with the materialistic desires, because if something has a potential to give me the happiness, it has the same potential to give me the sorrow also. So
Okay.
happiness and sorrow will make me go like this and I will break. So if talking to you gives me happiness, not talking to you will give me sorrow. So that is a problem with the materialistic desire, that they always act in the opposites.
So
They will not
I
be
what you,
permanent, like everybody has said.
so what you say is very correct. I want to just add one point to what you're saying, Sudeep. So what you're saying, and Guru Mataji, to pay attention. So all of us on the call, please understand that pleasure doesn't come alone. There is loss and gain. There is sun and rain. There is pleasure and pain. You can't have only one. There's a law of opposites. You can't have one. You can't say, oh, I have a lot of pleasure. What about pain? Just like there's day and night. If you have day, there will be night. So if you are looking at pleasure, be ready for pain. But you're right. If you are looking for something which is beyond pleasure, if you're looking for Satchidan, and some of you spoke of that word, then it's very different. So I'm bringing some perspective to it. Let us check Girish. What has Girish got to say? Girish?
If one can remain as a pure witness of whatever is happening, then he is not affected by what is happening around him. He can be in Ananda.
So what do you feel about material pleasures? Can one be truly happy without material pleasures?
Yes.
Yes. Because you're saying, so the Girish is going to the next level. He's saying what you are trying to experience pleasure is nothing. What you're trying to experience pleasure, he says, can you be truly happy without life pleasure? Life pleasure, nothing. What is great? Life pleasure. Array, I want Ananda. I want the divine bliss. I want Ananda. So Girish is talking about Ananda. Then Ananda is a very, it's like somebody who is, what can I say? They have not experienced the true bliss. They don't even know the meaning of Ananda. So thank you, Girish. You have taken the discussion to the next level. Who else is there? I believe there is Tushar Modi. Tushar?
Sir, as Girish sir said that life, enjoying the life is good, sir, but getting attached to it is not good. We should not get attached with the pleasures, worldly pleasures. Enjoying the life is good according to me, but we should not get attracted towards the attachment. We should not
No.
truly get
But
attached.
Tushar, you're going away from the subject. The subject is, can you be truly happy without life pleasures?
Sir, yes, sir. But yeah, yes, sir. We
No,
can be, but sir,
you are saying yes, we can be, but we should also have pleasures. This is what you are saying, correct?
yeah, sir.
Yeah. So you are right. I'm agreeing with you. But the problem is that man is not satisfied when he gets pleasure. His need becomes his greed. He is not satisfied. Little he gets, then he wants more. Then he wants more. Then he wants more. Then he wants more. Then the greed makes you unhappy. The greed will really make you miserable, right? So Tushar, you agree that man becomes greedy? You agree or you don't agree?
Yes, sir.
So that is the problem. That is the real problem, that when we get caught in this cycle of pleasure, then we become passionate. We want too much of it. And when we want too much of it, then it can lead, because we can become disappointed, we become unhappy. Okay, who else would like, because let's go back to question answers. Anybody else wants to say something?
Here, I can add one thing on that.
Yes.
If you be in yoga of the true love with divine, so any pleasures will not affect us. Can be happy easily.
How about Gautam, stick to the question. Can we be truly happy without life pleasures? We are talking about how life pleasures give us happiness. Can we be happy without life pleasures? Let me explain to you one more time, those who are not yet in sync of this call. Many people think that life is boring without pleasures. Many people think that we must have fun before life is done. Many people think that, it is very important to smoke, to drink, to do all the badmashi, as they call it, to do all the nonsense in life. Many people think it is important to do that because that is life. Without that, what is life? Life is boring. Life has no fun. People think that life is to be enjoyed. People say, oh, we must enjoy life, before life escapes us. So that is the question. Do we have to enjoy life before life escapes us? Are we consuming life, or is life consuming us? That is the main subject today on this discussion of enlightenment. I would like to throw open the session to question answers. And you can ask me about this. See, today we are talking about happiness. Let me speak 2 minutes and then you ask me questions. I'm basically going to take 2 more minutes. My dear friends, who doesn't want to be happy? Everybody wants to be happy. I saw some comments also typed. Everybody wants to be happy. But the point is this: while we want to be happy, we also become unhappy. So happiness and unhappiness are like a yo-yo. The happiness and unhappiness don't come independent of each other. They come together. And the question is, how can one remain in that state of eternal happiness? Pleasure cannot give you eternal happiness. This is where we are trying to come to today. Pleasure cannot give you eternal happiness. Pleasure can only give you momentary happiness. Suppose you are eating an ice cream. How long you'll be happy eating an ice cream? You eat an ice cream and ice cream is over. So then what happens? Now you want something else, and you want something else, and you want something else. How can you be in a state of Sat Chit Anand? How can you be in a state of eternal happiness? And most important, everlasting peace. You know something? Pleasures can steal your peace. Because pleasures create stress. Pleasures create a passion. And you want it, you want it, you want it, you want it. If you get it, you're happy, but the passion doesn't get over. And if you don't get it, you're unhappy. If you don't get it, you become miserable. You lose your peace, you lose your tranquility, you lose your ananda. So with this note, I'm throwing it on to you to ask me question answers, because we are here on this call to reach that state of enlightenment, to reach that state of bliss, to reach that state of nirvana. How can they reach that state of divine bliss and divine peace? Yes. So that I have, before we continue, Prabhakar says, for life only health, food, and good sleep is required. Roti, kapda, makan. Other things are a luxury for a yogi. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that the yogi should not enjoy the life. But the question is, a yogi should not be chasing pleasures. That is the point, Prabhakar. Happiness is a mindset. It's from within. So you can be happy without life pleasure. So Prabhakar agrees. Dasi Budrani, pleasures only cause more and more. So this is what Dasi we just spoke about. Pleasures will only cause desire for more and more. We want more and more and more. and ultimately you become unhappy. Ultimately, a man will become unhappy because every pleasure, every desire will not get fulfilled. So you hit, it's called a paradox, the happiness paradox, that ultimately you will become, your happiness will make you unhappy. So let's open to question answers. We have got a good 20 minutes to go, my dear friends. Amitash, question Amitash.
Master, as you say that everybody has God inside them, and if
Yes.
that is the case, then how come we have Lord Shiva and all these gods with ultimate powers while we possess none? And so that's my question, Master.
And
So if each has God in them, as you say, Master, and as per Advaita philosophy, then how come we have Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu with
so
ultimate
Amitash,
powers,
so
and we don't
Amitash,
have anything?
yeah, so where is Lord Shiva? Where is Lord Vishnu? Where is Ganapati? Where is Krishna? Where's Lord Rama? Where are they?
Master, it is inside us only. It is like we pray through them, as you say. We
No, so you
pray
must be
through
clear.
them. So,
Amitash, the
okay.
ultimate goal of enlightenment, the highest goal of enlightenment is God realization. Because this is the biggest ignorance in the world today. If you say, what is the highest ignorance in the world? The highest ignorance in the world is what? The ignorance about God. People don't know the meaning of God. People are finding for God. You know how many people are finding for God? Millions, billions, not millions, billions are finding for God. That's why they're running to Tirupati. They're running to Jerusalem. They're running to Vrindavan. They're running to Kashi, to Haridwar, to Badrinath, to Rameshwaram. People are running. People are running to find God. But where is God, Amitash? Amitash, where is God?
God
You
is
will.
inside us only.
How do you say that? So, Amitash, this is where the realization that God is SIP. God is not God. You know what? Today, they just wrote a quote. Aru sent me a quote today, and what the quote says? The quote says, when we say God, there is confusion, and when we say SIP, there is a conclusion. What she said? She said, when we say God, there is a confusion, and when we say SIP, there is a conclusion. What does it mean? When we say God, Amitash, somebody says Krishna, somebody thinks Jesus, somebody thinks Devi Ma, somebody thinks Lakshmi, somebody thinks Mata, somebody Shiva, somebody, oh, I can go on and on and on. Somebody Guru Nanak, somebody Shirdi Sai Baba. When we say God, there is a confusion. When we say SIP, there is a conclusion. Conclusion means we come to know SIP means God is a supreme immortal power. Now that power is in you. What are you? Who are you? You are not the body. The body will die. You are not the
Master,
mind.
then if we go by that, Master, what you just said, then it means then it would imply that all these Lord Shiva or Lord, I mean, I'm afraid to say it. It's very blasphemous to say it.
No, nothing
Very
blasphemous.
blasphemous.
You please say boldly. You don't feel blasphemous. Tell me, Lord Shiva, tell me, what about it?
Okay, if you if we go by that, then it implies that then Lord Shiva is a figment of imagination.
Obviously, there's no doubt about that. Do you have any doubt?
Master, but you have a temple, so like of Shiva, so.
Yeah, I built a temple because I prayed to Shiva for 40 years. Till I realized that Shiva is not outside, Shiva is inside. I was ignorant. I was ignorant from 8 to 48. I prayed from 8 to 48. When I was 48, I came to know that Shiva is not Shiva. Shiva is the power. Shiva is Shivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Means what? Means Shiva means I am not Amitash. I am not Amitash. I am Shiva. You think?
Master, if you go by that, then okay. If you okay, if you go by that, then this puja and all will also lose its meaning. It's like meaningless. Puja,
What puja? I'm
puja
losing
like
you. If you go by that
like
puja,
puja.
what do you say about puja?
Yeah, puja like going, taking prasadam, doing archana, doing havanam, and all those things. Like it's like pointless. Then is it?
It's no meaning. You don't.
Uh,
The moment you are enlightened, you don't need puja.
no,
The
master.
moment
If you are
the
seeking
moment you're
enlightenment,
enlightened, you don't need archana, you don't need abhishek, you don't need arti, you don't. But you must be enlightened, right? Till you are not enlightened, you need it, because that is the step in which you need to climb. You climb the step one. You need steps to climb to the top. All these are just steps to take you to the top. When you reach the top, you can break the steps. You don't need it.
okay, master. Okay,
Do you think
understood, master.
you think by doing puja, Shiva will come to you, and he will come and he will give you a gift in your he will put some US dollars in your pocket.
That ignorance I've dropped because you said law of karma works in the word and not all this. So I don't pray for that all those things, but like it's very like it means no God is there, only power is there.
Yeah,
No
so God
Lord
is there.
Shiva, no Lord
No,
Ganesha, nobody.
no gods and goddesses are just a fiction of imagination. People have created these gods. There is none
So
of these gods are real.
so Master, should we pray through them or not until we
You
reach
can, of course, you
enlightenment?
can pray to them. But remember, they are just a manifestation. I can pray to you. You are God. I can bow down to you.
Master, what do you like recommend? Should we pray through them or should we just pray Supreme Immortal Power? See,
If you can pray to the supreme immortal power, it is the best. But you have what is known as the Ishta Deva. Ishta Deva is the one whom you pray to from a child. It may be Krishna, it may be Shiva, it may be Ganapati. There's the Ishta Deva. You pray to the Ishta Deva till such time that you realize God is inside you. So there's no harm in
Master.
praying. But remember, if you are enlightened, then you realize all these are fairy tales. This is not true. All pujas, everything is all humbug. It's not true. There's no meaning. Please don't say it's blasphemous. Please ask question. If the pujari tells you do one puja, if he tells you to repeat 108 times, you ask him why. If he tells you put milk on the linga, you ask him why. If he tells you to write agarbatti, you ask him why. Keep on asking questions. You will get to the truth.
Okay, Master. Thank you. Thank you so much, Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Atmatrai.
Shivam, sir.
Shivoham, sir.
Sir, I think the day before yesterday's problem, barrier from the enlightenment. I think so. I have better control about senses, five senses. No.
What is this day before yesterday? I didn't understand.
Ha,
What
ha.
happened?
I have asked the question. I don't know what is barrier me from enlightenment.
And then?
Then you said analyze your body, mind, and ego.
Okay.
I thought about it, and I found I have very good control on five senses. Second, I have my mind has a tame, not purely monk, but it is very quiet.
Okay.
And mhm. But I am the ego is hurting me. I'm supposing that I am different from others, or I am superior than others. That's why I'm getting hurt from some.
Very good. Excellent analysis, Atmatrai. So you know now the problem. So the problem is not in the body, and even mind is not such a big problem. It is little bit problem. But your biggest problem you have realized is your ego. If you don't let go of the ego, Atmatrai, if you don't let go, if you don't drop the ego, you will never realize God. You will never realize you are God.
I see.
You
So
have
how to overcome, sir?
So you have to ask the question. Go back to the question. Who is this I? Who am I?
I see.
Am I Atmatrai? Atmatrai is a name I gave myself. My
Correct.
father mother gave name to me Dattatray.
Yes.
Am I Dattatray? No, Dattatray, I already gave up the name. I am Atmatrai. Am I this body? This body, Atmatrai, every 7 years, when you go for pedicure, they scrape the legs. All the dead skin they remove. They scrape the feet.
Yes, sir.
They remove all the dead skin.
Mhm.
But the human body, every 5 to 7, 6 to 10 years, every
Yeah.
cell of the human body is reborn. This is
Yes.
scientific truth. Every cell. That means if you are, suppose you are 50 years old, suppose,
Yeah.
already you got 5 bodies. Every 10 years, you have a new body. This is scientific. I am not telling. Every cell of the heart, of the kidney, of the brain, every
I
cell
see.
is replaced every 7 to 10 years.
Oh.
So what I'm saying, that the body also has already, your body is King James 1, King James 2, King James 3, like that, their version, no? You are Atmatre 1, Atmatre 2, Atmatre 3, Atmatre 4, Atmatre 5. Already 5 versions of body is over. Who is this I that you're worried about? You are not, I am not I. I am the divine soul. You have to get to that point. Atmatra, you must realize I am Atma. The moment you realize that Atmatra, then the ego will drop. The ego will just drop. It will fall. It will be finished. What do I think? What do I think? I think I am nothing.
Okay.
Do I think I am speaking to you? Do I ever tell you I am talking to you?
No, sir.
What do I say? Who's speaking?
Supreme power.
Who's speaking? Who am I? I always tell you, I am just one loudspeaker. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking. The moment Supreme Immortal Power stops talking, I will be dead.
Yes.
Is it true or is it false?
No, correct, sir.
So the mantra to you, is very simple. Don't forget. I think I told you last time, but I told Sangam Gupta. Sangam Gupta is not here on the call. Is Sangam Gupta on the call? I gave this to Sangam Gupta. He called me one day and he asked me for mantra. Same problem he had. And what I told Sangam Gupta, I gave a mantra to him. Please make note.
Okay.
I am nothing. You are everything. I am nothing. You are everything. I am nothing. You are everything. I am not alone, thou art. I am not alone, you are. I am nothing. You are everything. I do nothing. You do everything. Will you remember this mantra?
Sure.
Please repeat this mantra. In a few days, you will tell me, ego is gone. I am nothing. Atmatray, what is the truth, Atmatray? What are we? You and me, what are we, Atmatray? Are we anything?
No, zeros.
We are nothing. So
Buddha says that we are shunya.
Shunyata. So we are nothing. So you concentrate on this mantra, okay?
Very good.
Ravi,
Yes.
I'm in Bombay. My sister is next to me. She lost her husband about a year ago, and she would like to know whether puja is required to feed the Brahmin, etc., etc. Is that a necessity or no?
So Dasi, please explain to her. Please explain to
She's
her.
here. She's very much here.
So please see what we need to understand very clearly. When a person is alive, we can do as much as we want for them. The moment the person leaves the body, we are so sure they left the body, we ourselves burn the body. So that person, the eyes, the nose, the ears, the skin, that person has finished their journey completely. The person has already taken either a rebirth in a new body, has become somebody else's child, or that person has become one with the divine. Now, our goal is to concentrate on our life. Our goal is to work on our liberation, on our enlightenment. When we are trying to pray too much for the people who have already gone, they have already finished their journey. Peacefully, they have finished their journey. We must not be attached to them or the memory of them. We have to pay attention. Our life is limited. We may not be here tomorrow. We may be here for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years. We don't know. Every day we hear somebody is going. Before the time comes for us to be gone, we need to realize who we are. We need to realize God. We need to realize that we are the power of God. Let us not waste time. What is this feeding Brahmins and doing puja and lighting agarbatti? No, this doesn't help at all. This is just a fairy tale. It's like Santa Claus will bring gifts and come. It's a lie. But the lie has been continuing for too many centuries. So we all believe in this lie. And the Brahmins tell us if you don't feed the Brahmin, then the soul will suffer. They tell all kinds of stories. We have to break all these stories. These are lies. This is not the truth. So Dasi, I hope you all will discuss this matter, because we are getting nowhere, Dasi. By doing all this, I can tell you we are getting nowhere by following all this. We are only wasting our time, our energy, and we are wasting an opportunity to realize the truth. We are wasting the opportunity to be enlightened and to become one with God.
Okay.
To
All
realize
right.
the truth.
Thank you. Huh?
So how to realize the truth?
So Pushpa is asking how to realize the truth.
By asking questions. So Pushpa, right? Pushpa. So what is your birthday, Pushpa?
Yeah,
What is your
Pushpa, her
birthday?
name is our only sister.
Okay, Pushpa, what is your birthday?
My birthday.
Yeah, what's the date?
16 July.
15th July.
16, 1-6.
16 July.
1/6 July.
You know that's not the truth. You know that's not the truth. All these years you cut a cake, right? But it's not the truth. Now think about it. Were you alive on 15th, 14th, 13th, or you were not alive before 16 July? Were you alive or you were not alive?
I don't know.
No. You think you were dead on 15th and 14th? Or your mother, you were kicking your mother's stomach. You were inside your mother's stomach and kicking her. True or false?
Absolutely.
She's new to the concept. So Pushpa, you would now understand that actually you were born 9 months before. When two cells of your mother and father became one, you were born. And then the body was formed. Pushpa's body was formed. Actually, you are not Pushpa. When you were born, you were not Pushpa. When you were born, you were a little baby girl. But they gave you the name of Pushpa. One day Pushpa will die, but you will not die. When Pushpa dies, what will Dasi say, or whoever is there will say? They'll say Pushpa passed away. Am I right? They will say Pushpa passed away. But where did Pushpa go? So Pushpa, this is the way. With all due respect, this is the way for you to ask questions. Don't waste your time in doing this feeding Brahmins. Instead, you spend time listening to Dasi, who is very committed to the path of truth. This path of truth is called enlightenment. It is called moksha. It is called nirvana. Try to talk to Dasi. He has got a huge amount of information. He is blessed to learn many good things, and he will tell you how to start the quest for the truth. Dasi, please help her to start the quest.
Thank you, Ravi. I learned all from you.
No, everything is from the master, Dasi, but we are all here. We are all part of the one divine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Question from?
Thank you.
Thank you, Pushpa. रू माता जी, बताइए रू माता जी, आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है?
गुरुजी जैसे कल हम टेंपल आए,
वेरी गुड,
भजन सुनने के लिए।
हाँ जी,
भजन तो वैसे ही थे जैसे हम ऑनलाइन सुनते हैं।
वेरी गुड।
उसमें जमीन आसमान का फर्क है।
हाँ।
जब हम रूबरू होके सुनते हैं एक गुरु के, तो उसका जो आनंद है वो अलग है। ये नहीं कि ऑनलाइन हम मन लगा के नहीं सुनते या कुछ, पर ये फर्क क्यों है?
अरे it is just like watching Amitabh Bachchan in the TV and watching Amitabh Bachchan live ना। अगर अमिताभ बच्चन आपके सामने आएंगे और अमिताभ बच्चन टीवी में रहेंगे तो सेम है क्या? फर्क तो होता है ना।
इसमें कोई अमिताभ बच्चन की शक्ल की बात नहीं है ना, इसमें तो आनंद की बात है।
नहीं, ये क्या होता है? When you go to a temple is a place where so much bhakti happens. So in the temple there are vibrations. They say there are vibrations. Now we are not able to define these vibrations, but no doubt if you go to any spiritual place, there are some vibrations in that place. But we don't understand it. But let me tell you one thing. If you have a realization that you are Ru Mataji, you are the Ru, you are the Atma, you are the Paramatma, then you will not feel that difference of Anand in the temple. You will find the same Anand in your heart. Like now for me, I don't find any difference. I have no difference.
But one thing is there, na, then sometimes everybody says we should not go to temple in search of God. But vibrations are there now, as you are saying now.
No, let me explain to you that when we say don't go to Mandar, go Andar, it does not literally mean don't go to Mandar. It means please understand. Please understand that God is not in the Mandar. God is in the Andar. It doesn't mean you should not go to the temple. You please go to the temple. Because when you go to the temple, there's a good feeling. Even the simple thing in the house, what you hear in the Facebook, what bhajans you hear, and in the loudspeakers, there's a lot of difference. And then the statue of Lord Shiva, there's a lot of difference.
Whole
So,
environment is changing.
huh?
Whole environment is changed in Mandir.
So that it's actually, it is the vibrations. It is the overall aura. It is the overall vibration that we experience.
Okay.
See, what happens is, unfortunately, there's too much of ignorance. Today on the call, you notice so many people are speaking on so many things, including Amitash. When Amitash started, bahut avidya hai, and we are chasing pleasure. That was today's subject. Is we all are thinking that life is pleasure. From the time we're a child, we want a doll, we want a ball, we grow up, and even they say the difference between the men and the boys is the cost of their toys. बच्चे को लड़के को भी खिलौना चाहिए और आदमी को भी खिलौना चाहिए. Everybody wants nothing but toys. Everybody wants pleasure, 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 pleasure. When will we enjoy that state of ananda? When will we reach that state of Sat Chit Ananda, where you don't need a pleasure to be happy? Rumataji, you don't need temple to be happy. The moment you realize कि प्रभु अंदर है, वो भजन आप नहीं सुना ना, ढूंढो ना वो यहाँ क्यों से ढूंढता है. That bhajan you heard, that I sang. Oh, ढूंढो ना वो यहाँ क्यों से. हमें ढूंढना नहीं, हमें प्रभु का एहसास करना है. जैसे प्रेम योग, हमें प्रेमी में, प्रीतम में प्रभु का एहसास करना है. हमें मूर्ति में प्रभु को ढूंढना नहीं है, हर व्यक्ति में शक्ति का एहसास करना है. So we have to experience God is a power. So I was talking to Dasi's sister just now. So the people are, for example, the people are telling her, do this puja, somebody passed away, so you do this agarbatti. अगरबत्ती जलाने से क्या होगा, रो बताइए. अगरबत्ती जलाने से कुछ किसी का जिंदगी जो खत्म हो गया वो चेंज हो सकता है? नहीं. It is just like Aru telling you कि आपने सब्जी आपने आलू की सब्जी दिया ना, तो मैंने खा लिया, अभी उसको वापस लेके मुझे पकौड़ा बना के दो. अरे आलू की सब्जी आपने खा लिया तो अभी पकौड़ा कैसे बना के दूंगी मैं? वो आलू की सब्जी खा लिया, आलू की सब्जी का स्टोरी खत्म हो गया, तो फिर उसका भी आलू का पकौड़ा कैसे बनेगा? So we have to be, just like we are practical, we have to be practical in our attitude. Okay, anything else before we close? My dear friends, every day on this call, we come across some amazing questions. And remember, every question will transform your life bit by bit, till you achieve it. It is bit by bit. But finally, you will achieve that state of joy, of bliss, and of divine love. And I want to be your companion. I want to be your guide. I want to help you, holding your hand and taking you beyond all the illusions, the rituals, the superstitions, the lies. I want to help you. I'm not forcing you to believe me. Don't believe me. Don't listen to whatever I say. But you don't listen to it blindly. You listen, you contemplate, you introspect. Is it making sense? If you believe it is making sense, then you move forward. That is the way of Sravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasana. That is the way of Anubhuti, where you experience the divine. I bow down to you and look forward to your presence tomorrow.